Wow. Greetings, YouTube. I know I should start off by saying greetings and not wow, but this is such a huge update for the game because I've never done a video on this, given that I didn't want to bring attention to something that, in a lot of ways, was abused, but in some ways, I think was, I don't know, I guess you could say it was pro player. Certainly was anti Kabam. But if you're unaware of this, this might cause a huge surprise to you when you get this message in your inbox because gifting on paper is just something that you would normally do to help an alliance mate out or a friend. I get questions all the time. It's pretty annoying actually to have people who are like, hey, you've got a popular YouTube channel, why don't you gift me thousands of units? That's a good idea. It's kind of insulting when you get that, but whatever. You figure most of the people who ask are kind of not serious, or if they are, you can just block them. But if you don't know this, I guess it's free to talk about it now since gifting has gone away. Rest in peace to gifting. That'll certainly be the title of this video. But as you can see, we wish to inform you that effective immediately we'll be removing the ability to gift items to other summoners in the contest. Unfortunately, the gifting ability was being abused in ways that created unfair practices and fraudulent activity by some summoners. In other words, Kabam was losing money. So what was happening was that somebody was often grinding for units or spending cash or gift cards. I don't know what happened, but basically you would pay somebody a fraction of what the item would cost in the unit store for more items. So let's say you were going to make an Act 6 run and you would, instead of spending $100 on a bunch of items, you would spend $70 on $100 worth of items, and you'd send somebody the $70 and then they would friend you and gift you those items. Now, this was ratcheted up big time when it came to the ridiculous cost, oftentimes, of Map 7 Alliance Quest and how much it took in order for donations to make it work. And so people did the math in their head at the top, at least this is what I've been told. And they said, it's actually much cheaper and faster for us to just pay somebody who has the resources to come into our alliance and dump all of their gold and loyalty, battle chips, you name it, into our treasury and then leave. And so my guess is, because this is not a new practice, this has been going on for a long time, but my guess is more people posted it on Reddit or something happened and they finally got wind of it. Again, this is not a new thing. This has been going on probably for years. I certainly have known about it for over a year. And so, yeah, we apologize for any inconvenience this may cause, but assure you it was done to maintain the integrity and balance of the battle realm. When they say integrity and balance of the battle realm, they're also meaning integrity and balance of their pocketbooks. Make no mistake about that. Gifting will be temporarily activated during limiting gifting events throughout the year. Keep in mind, this is going to be interesting because if they temporarily activate it, then there will just be this slew of chances to do the black market activities again. So they're really going to have to figure out whether or not things are going to be limited to certain things that can't help with, say, your treasury. I don't know. This is huge. I mean, I can't underscore or over dramatize how much this changes the people at the top. And I really do wonder if some people are going to take a step back or retire from this, and maybe that's the best for the game. I don't know. But if people were only running these top Alliance Quest maps because of the discounts they were getting, or if they were able to just count on more items for less, that might just devalue their motivation to continue. I don't know. We have attached compensation for the gifting badge, which has been removed from your account. Tap below to claim it. Well, I have 300 units here that I'm now being returned. That's 1.5 Cavalier crystals. Whoop-de-doo. But this is supposed to, and I quote their actual post, maintain the integrity and balance of the battle realm. But what that really means was Kabam was losing money because players were essentially giving other people the money, or most of the money that they would be giving Kabam, for a fraction of the cost to maximize items. I know people who shall remain anonymous who've told me over the years that they did this. Some of them were paying and some of them were being paid. And they said what they liked about it was that it was putting the money in the hands of somebody they knew, like a friend who they knew was a huge arena grinder, so they were making a little cash on the side in exchange for gifting their units that they grinded. And then on top of that, it was just getting something at a discount, which honestly made them feel pretty good about taking a cut out of Kabam's pocketbooks. But, inevitably, this was going to happen. I'm actually surprised it didn't happen earlier because posts and discussions of this have been going on now for years. I feel like everything just ratcheted up with Alliance Quest Map 7 because the cost for that map were so much greater than before that it kind of put people at the top in this uncomfortable position where they felt like more than ever they had to get outside help to maintain the really ridiculous costs of Treasury and the Treasury of Loyalty and Gold and Battle Chips to run that map. So hopefully this also is an incentive for Kabam to lower those prices as they've done with some maps this year. But regardless, it really is like rest in peace to gifting. I mean, this was a huge part of the game. And now we're going to be talking about this game as like the before and the after aspects of gifting. And I'm just really wondering what the effects are going to be. And I do wonder, does this hurt people at the bottom as much as people at the top? I don't have answers to those questions, but I think that they're worth asking because I always try to keep in mind that the middle class of this community that often gets ignored is really like the base of it. And so those of you who maybe are using gifting to help get a couple of revives to finish off a quest or energy refills, etc., like how do you feel about this? I don't know. There's so much to unpack on this in so little time. And to give you full disclosure, I am in between my next 3 classes of the day, so I don't have a ton of time to process this. And I'm sure my line app inbox is exploding with people's thoughts on it, which I will not be able to get to until very late tonight, as my Mondays are extremely long teaching days. But regardless, it's worth commenting on, it's worth doing a video on, and it's worth discussing in the comment section, in your battle groups, on the forums, in group chats. I want to hear as many perspectives as possible because I'm sure there's plenty of things I haven't even thought about besides the 2 ones that popped into my head as obvious ones, helping out friends for items to get through content and also helping out alliances for treasury. Now, maybe the treasury thing is still technically legal if you consider allowing somebody to jump into your alliance and dump those resources before being booted or leaving. I don't know. But I know that Kabam had originally made a post about that as far as that was one of the concerns regarding the temporary removal of the gifting badge. But the temporary removal of the gifting badge has become the permanent removal, and the game is just going to be a little different. So comment below, let me know your thoughts. Have a great Monday. What a different kind of day to talk about today. You just never know when you wake up and you're in a position like mine and you discuss news items, what you're going to be talking about. And no one would have probably been able to guess this, and yet here we are, ready to discuss another huge development in Marvel Contest of Champions.